Hey, it's Matt White back again, and just want to talk a little bit today about spenders versus savers. This comes up all the time in my meetings. I always ask my clients, are you a spender or are you a saver? Most of the time, the answer I get is, oh no, Matt, I am a saver. I really am into saving money. The first thing I do is I'm really focused on saving money. And I say, you know what, that's fantastic. Tell me a little bit about that. When you get paid, what is the first thing you do with your money? And the answer I normally get, well, I get my paycheck and then I pay my bills and then I say, oh, wait, 1 second, let's go back and say, what's the first thing you just said? Oh, well, I pay my bills. You just spent money. Oh, well, Matt, listen, I got to pay my bills. Yeah, I know you have to pay your bills. I'm not saying don't pay your bills. But there is a difference in your mentality. We need to shift how you're thinking about your money. If you get paid and the first thing you need to do, the first thing you have to do, the most important thing on your mind is paying your bills, you have to change that mindset. Let me give you an example. If you had a company and your company went bankrupt, how does that work? Well, what happens is you get somebody that comes in and they have a look at all the people you owe money to, and they list your creditors, and then they rank them from top to bottom, and then they sell all your assets, and then they start paying people from the top down. Now, in that situation, how often do you think the people at the bottom of that list get paid? The answer is not very often. And so if you're setting up your personal finances in that way, and you are paying yourself last, you're paying your rent, you're paying your mortgage, you're paying your heat, your cell phone, you're paying all of these things, and then with the money that's left over, that's what you save, there are going to be some times where you don't get paid. And so if you shift fundamentally how you're thinking about your money and always pay yourself first, and what I'm saying is 10 to 20% of what you earn should be invested in a solid financial plan, something that's well constructed with advice. If you're doing that and you're paying yourself first and living off 80% of what you make, you will be much better off in the long run. I can guarantee it. So go get the advice. Invest 10 to 20% or save 10 to 20% of what you earn and live off the rest. And I promise you'll be much better off because of it. That's my tip for today. If you liked what you heard, hit the like button, hit the share button, tag somebody who needs to hear this message, and if you're watching this on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks so much. I will see you again real soon.